Hey there, Jim Johnson for Accent Help here. I got an inquiry from somebody when I was talking about thick folds versus thin folds about how exactly do you do thick folds. So I want to talk about that for just a minute. Thick folds in general people will think of as chest resonance, and chest resonance, in addition to the fact that it's thick folds, is generally about throat resonance. It's about your throat being open so that the sound can bounce around in your throat. So how do you get thick folds? How do you get chest resonance? I think it's kind of the same question. So what you can do is focus on the low end of your voice, which is when you will usually use chest resonance. So for you to open up to the lower pitches and to open up your throat, the most open back vowel is the ah vowel. So saying ah, and put an H at the beginning of it. Let it become breathy. Let it become a lower pitch that settles without forcing it down to be lower. Say, ah. And in fact, open your head up and back so that you open that tube even more fully and your resonance cannot travel up into your head quite as much, just through your throat, out of your mouth. Ha, ha, ha. In addition, you can do some pounding on your chest as you do it. You can shake through your body a little bit. Ha, reinforcing it, a little shimmy to the sky. And as you get used to that richer chest resonance sound, perhaps even by putting your hand on your chest and feeling the resonance, really wallowing in that. And I would suggest that you do that for 10 or 15 minutes, maybe lying on the floor to try to get it going even more, just wallowing in that sound. Then you'll start to get a sense of it, and then start to transfer onto some other vowels. So you start to say hum, ooh, ah, hum, ooh, and realize that in much of your speech you probably don't allow this kind of resonance. So let yourself slow down your speech. If, for example, you were to say the Pledge of Allegiance, instead of I pledge allegiance to the flag, slow down and wallow in the vibrations, especially on the vowels and any sustainable consonants, to say, I pledge allegiance to, really wallowing in the vowels, to the flag. That's when you can start to find it, when you're probably using thick folds, and then you can start to transition into using those thicker folds higher in your range. As opposed to what you may tend to do, which is and slip into thinner folds and in fact close up your throat probably as you go up into higher pitches. So you want to keep your throat open as you go up in pitch instead of letting it close like what you probably tend to do. So that's a quick shot at how to encourage thick folds chest resonance.